Trainers of Neous, I stand before you as your champion Khronen. Today you embark on a journey that will test your might, but will also forge bonds that will last a lifetime. In Neous, you'll encounter Pokemon of incredible diversity and strength. Remember, it's not just about becoming the strongest trainer, but also about creating bonds with your Pokemon. Hard work, dedication, and passion will be your greatest allies. As you face the challenges of our gyms, League, and Elite Four, know that the path to greatness is paved with trials. Cherish every victory, learn from every defeat, let the spirits of Neous guide you, protect our land, nurture your Pokemon, and above all, cherish those bonds. When the time comes, I'll be waiting to face you as a true challenger. Until then, enjoy your adventure. The future of Neous is in your hands.
Well, things are heating up. Welcome back, Pokechamps, to the Neous region. So far in this series, we looked at all the Pokemon Neous has to offer, the gym challenge, and today is time to round it out with the evil team in the Neous League. I'm super excited because after this, it opens the door to the new content that's to come. But until then, we'll explore what drives the evil team to make things worse in the region, alongside having you meet all the Elite Four and of course take on the champion. So that being said, let's check out the story and the major challenges of the Neous region. Everything begins with Neotech Enterprise, an advanced technology and energy generation company that 100% controls the tech and power that fuels the region. By day, it's a standard company, holding meetings, creating tech, and more, not to mention giving trainers upgraded versions of the Rotom phone. Plus, it's widely respected for how far it's come to help the region recover after the events of the Darkest Day and Calamity event. But of course, some are still unsure about the company and its higher-ups. Though from the events of the story, this all changes and the company is partially used as a front to cover for the evil team within, Team Exodus. Team Exodus see themselves as saviors, and this is all started with the Exodus Grunts, as they do the day-to-day work of collecting Neo energy samples from Pokemon and people and bringing it back to the base. This special energy is key to reopening a Calamity wormhole. The goal is to use it to allow the evil team leader to control the legendary Pokemon Planova and bring back those who disappeared during the event. Their way of gathering energy and Neo particles from the land actually hurts the region, not to mention deals significant pain to Pokemon, leaving some Pokemon unable to move afterwards. Team Exodus truly believes their actions serve a greater purpose. Many grunts have suffered loss of family and Pokemon, fostered by a deep bond, yet it also causes divide, as they see those arriving into the region actually being intruders, taking the spots of their loved ones which are now gone. To support them in their mission, Team Exodus deploys a variety of Pokemon, including Poochyena and Mightyena, Porygon, Helioptile and Corpalisk, Zubat and Golbat, the Obstagoon line, the Toxedo line, the Grafungi line, Shroolant, and other numerous normal, dark, poison, and psychic type Pokemon, so make sure you're well prepared when facing them. As the story progresses and dives deeper into Team Exodus, you'll eventually encounter the 5 high-ranking Team Exodus admins at various points. Each Team Exodus admin plays a significant role in the story, with some having their own unique motives. Beginning with a low-ranking admin, there's Charon, who previously belonged to Team Galactic. As an ex-commander and scientist who specializes in energy, he brings a unique set of skills to Team Exodus. His main goal is to assist his ally in achieving their goal by any means necessary, all while focusing in on developing energy level methods for the Calamity wormhole. Throughout the story, you'll be facing him in battle, and he'll have some unique Pokemon, like his Golbat, Shroolant, and Rampardos in his lineup. Again, his role here is to be a scientific mind and to back up his comrade. Charon is accompanied by another former Team Galactic member, Admin Saturn, driven somewhat mad by the absence of his boss Cyrus. Saturn has joined Team Exodus with the hope of utilizing their device to bring him back. While joining Exodus wasn't his first choice, he eventually saw the benefits after talking with the team leader, which then to make progress he brought Charon along. Continuing Saturn's desperation to reunite with Cyrus is crucial, highlighting how this will also drive and show awareness for the connection to other regions. And of course, with this time passing and joining Team Exodus, he has become a bit stronger. So Saturn comes equipped with a new team, slightly altered with Bronzong, Toxedo, Alakazam, and his ace, Toxicroak. The next admin hails from the Unova region and was formerly a member of Team Plasma, being Chorus. Chorus is a brilliant and dedicated scientist, although emotionally distant. Of course, he accepted the job to join Neotech and Team Exodus. The ability to use unlimited Neo resources and ample time to continue his research of unlocking a Pokemon's true power was too enticing. This then led him to his next stages of his work, which was cloning and creating Pokemon. Chorus is the mastermind behind the Neos Pokemon Pokeball and the creator of the second Calyrex. now which of course is aided by the champion Khronen. The method he used to obtain the sample for the creation still remains uncertain, and of why Calyrex of all Pokemon. While he's not committed to Team Exodus, Chorus is motivated by his desire to avoid wasting any time or efforts. And of course, he's ready to confront anyone who interferes with his work. When facing Chorus in battle, he's prepared with a lineup of unique Pokemon, like Magnezone, Pokeball Ultra Form, Klang, and Alolan Muk, making him a solid threat early on. The next admin originates from the familiar region of Galar, and is none other than the causer of the events in Neous, Chairman Rose, or now he goes by Mr. Rose. Mr. Rose takes a major role as the public face for Neotech and plays a pivotal role within Team Exodus. After serving his sentence, or some of it, for causing the darkest day in Galar, he is seeking redemption. Rose was personally recruited by the leader of Team Exodus. His expertise in managing a powerful company and handling a large-scale power usage makes him a valuable asset. His goal is to assist the region's recovery and demonstrate to Galar that his intent was to help, not harm. Also, he hopes there's a possibility of reconnecting with his late father in a different world, if such a possibility exists. Given the events, Mr. Rose is under close eye, with whispers circulating all around him. However, his attention to make sure that things are better within the company and Team Exodus is key. And despite him being a central figure, of course you'll be facing him in battle, and he has much improved, as he now has a team of Berserker, Earthworm, Neonian Aegislash, Klang, Ferrothorn, and his ace Copperajah. And don't worry, Oleana fans, she is bound to be somewhere assisting him as well. Now for the last admin, we have the leader's right-hand man, Diesel. Diesel presents himself as a friendly figure throughout the story's events. He is also a prominent face of Neotech, and he's featured in many advertisements and public events, all while serving as the overall strategist for Team Exodus missions and short-term goals. Yet it's vital to not overlook his personal aspirations if Team Exodus actually succeeds in their mission. Through the events of the Calamity, he suffered a personal loss, his younger sister. To stay close to his sister, he keeps her Eldegoss with him, in hopes of returning her Pokemon back to her. It's worth noting that despite working alongside Mr. Rose, Diesel hates him for causing him and Eldegoss so much pain. However, he remains committed to helping Team Exodus achieve their goals. Of course, this will all come to a head when facing him and his team. He comes pretty stacked up with Pokemon like Goldango, Scorpiper, Amoonguss, Como-O, Malamar, and Eldegoss. Again, be prepared to take on his team. Lastly for Team Exodus is the leader himself, Alric Slobofono. A man haunted by a difficult past, Alric envisions a brighter future as the CEO of Neotech, recognized as one of the brightest minds in the Pokemon world when it comes to technology and energy. Of course, his daily routine involves long meetings, recruiting new team members, and assisting the region, and caring for his adopted son, Logan. Logan was introduced in the Rivals video as a Neo being from the Calamity event that came over to the region. And Alric, deeply affected by the same event that took his wife and daughter, felt a connection to Logan. To cope with the void, the emptiness, he took Logan and his Rockruff in, aiming to shape them into the focused members for his cause. Haunted by personal loss and having encountered Planova, the region's legendary, Alric made a connection. To reclaim his life and his family, he realizes that he needs to harness the power of Planova, making his goal to explore various worlds in search of his lost family, as Logan is possible proof that they're out there somewhere. With this in mind, Alric creates Team Exodus, joining those who share his ideals and are also looking for their loved ones and Pokemon. Despite his role in the story, Alric becomes a reoccurring character which you'll see the many sides of. Plus, it's worth mentioning that he is a strong character, as he was a strong contender for the position of Pokemon Champion, competing with the likes of Khronen and the gym leader Apollo. Though of course, he ultimately fell short. Even being said, do not take his team lightly, as when he's focused, his team is a threat with the likes of Neonian Stunfisk, Pokeball Master Ball form, Metagross, Eclipsol, Spiritomb, and Wormsparks, his ace Pokemon. With this powerful team, Alric is determined to fulfill his dream of bringing back his family by any means necessary. And as for his full name, which was mentioned at the beginning, it holds significance. Though, did you catch on to it? Either way, love them or hate them, this is the entirety of Team Exodus. A group with a singular mission, a strong leader, and a shared hope of reuniting with their loved ones, even if it means risking the entire region. The true question is, are you able to take them on and help out the region? Now that we've faced the evil team and navigated through the story, it's time for your ultimate challenge to confront the strongest trainers in Neous. At this point in your adventure, you'll return to Royale City, the largest city in Neos. Here, your goal is to reach the Neos League Castle, the battleground for all of your Pokemon League matches. Upon entering, you'll be asked to present your 8 official gym badges, marking your achievements against the 8 official gym leaders. And then you'll be given the chance to heal your Pokemon and make any necessary team adjustments. Then when you're ready, walk through the big doors to take on the very first Elite Four member. In Neos, the Elite Four follows a specific order, similar to traditional regions like Johto. While some Elite Four members specialize in Pokemon types, there's also some that have Pokemon that match their own unique themes, creating overall diversity in these battles. So to kick off the Elite Four, starting on the first floor, you'll meet Asher, known as the Golden Trainer. Asher is known for his strong sense of responsibility, vast knowledge on Pokemon and legends, and not to mention a serious battler. Of course, Asher bears a pretty troubled past, once frightened by Pokemon actually. His face marked and burned after an encounter with an enraged Pokemon. Though at the end, this experience actually empowered him. Though to help hide his scars, Asher wears a unique mask which is inspired by a nest ball. This special mask was created through the combination and efforts of Silphco and the region's champion Khronen. Being thankful for the mask, Asher's confidence rises as he steps into battle, no longer holding that fear of being judged by what happened to him. But as you approach him, he readies himself for the upcoming challenge.
Deep-rooted in potential, let us battle and flourish, as the time for holding back has passed.
Asher's team is composed of Meowscarada with the ability Libero, Farigiraf which wears a mask just like him, Sirfetch'd serving as the knight on his team, Altaria representing his calm nature when he's not in battle, Neonian Zoroark, the one responsible for his scars but now is a friend and major ally, and of course Yggdrasil, his ace Pokemon and the legendary grass spirit Pokemon of Neos that Asher befriended. Though keep in mind that there are 5 Yggdrasil scattered throughout the region. Once you beat him in battle, Asher will express his gratitude for an intense match and allow you to proceed. Then next is a shocking trainer from the Galar region. Meet Rai. Rai is a dynamic Pokemon Decathlon winner and a formidable trainer, driven by the mindset to become the best and to leave his mark as a Pokemon trainer. In Galar, Rai previously held the role as the Electric Matter gym leader, but faced many challenges in climbing higher, alongside competing with trainers like Clara and Avery. But his ultimate goal was to surpass them all and defeat the Galar champion, Leon. In Neos, training for the Decathlon, Rai took advantage of the diverse Pokemon and elements in the region to become stronger and learn new strategies. And due to him specializing in speed and power, Rai becomes a formidable threat in his Elite Four battle.
Oi mate, witness the elite speed and power of electric Pokemon, and try to keep up, why don't you?
Rai's team is pretty solid, as he uses Pincurchin, the Terrain Setter, Stoke Shock, Electros, and Electivire for added power, not to mention Ragnera, the elite dragon and electric pseudo-legendary of Neos, and of course his ace, Astrazap, a Pokemon all about pure power and electrifying aura. And just like that, Rai will thank you for such a shocking and electrifying battle, which will lead him to actually jumping into the next phase of his new training, perhaps maybe after some refreshing tea. I mean, he's from Galar after all. Heading up to the 3rd floor, let's meet Leona, the sister of the 8th gym leader Apollo and another Elite Four member. Leona is diligent and a formidable trainer with an unquenchable thirst for strength and a drive to prove her power. I mean, like, she loves to battle, almost 24/7 if she could. Having served as the fire gym leader for several years, Leona dedicated herself to guiding young trainers. However, craving greater challenges led her to actually embarking on a brand new journey, which took her to Hoenn and Galar. And here's where she actually refined her skills and gained new ones, taking on very strong trainers. It's actually in Galar where she met her greatest challenge yet, also being Leon. That man Leon is impacting trainers everywhere. If it's not Ash, it's Rai and now Leona. Of course, she lost to Leon. Either way, it's important that you get ready for her persistence, strength, and passion as you step into this fiery Elite Four battle.
The flames of challenge will purify our souls. Show me everything that you've got.
She of course uses fire-type Pokemon, but includes some others that may surprise you. Leona's team includes Heliolisk that sets up Sunny Day, Matriena, Komao, and Darmanitan for pure raw power, alongside her Ceruledge, which is a counterpart to her brother's Armarouge, and Infernus, her iconic ace Pokemon that serves as a counter to her brother's Pokemon as well. Her powerful team is a testament of her training in Volcanoes of Neos and being a clear reason why she holds the position of an Elite Four member. Then once again you'll defeat her in battle. To which afterwards she'll thank you for a great battle, squeezing you with a great hug, and then allowing you to go on to the final Elite Four member. Upon entering the final floor, you'll be meeting your final opponent, which is none other than Cage. Cage is a laid-back, unserious, and occasional reckless trainer. But of course, despite his carefree demeanor, he is an absolute well-respected trainer and even was considered as champion but didn't even want to battle for it. Cage is someone who strongly values actions over words. Notably, Cage is not originally from the Neous region or a result of the Calamity. It seems he lost his memories prior to arriving here, but based on his knowledge and language, it may seem like he's from either Johto or Kitakami. But putting that all aside, Cage is here to be the ultimate test before you face the champion, as they're great friends. And of course, pushing you to your final limits one last time.
No holding back. Your potential is boundless. Show it.
Cage tends to be familiar with Dark-type Pokemon, as he feels most at home with them. I wonder why. His team includes his loyal Mabostiff, Honchkrow, the very rare Overquill, King Gambit, his Knight, Kuroslash, which is a surprising Pokemon for him, and of course his ace and major Pokemon you'll see with him a lot, Neonian Tauros. With all these Pokemon by his side, his main goal is to push you to your limits as your final challenge. But once again you come out on top, and upon defeating him, he'll laugh and thank you for such a tough battle. From here he might mention he'll do something for fun, like meet up with Gym Leader Chloris and grab some curry. Now the moment has finally arrived. You've overcome all the Elite Four members, challenging your mind, strategies, willpower, and limits. But now, it's time to face Champion Khronen. Now Khronen has a little bit of history, as he's originally from the Neous region, but did travel to Unova very early in his life for his first Pokemon adventure, as he spent many summers and holidays with his aunt, Lenora. And yes, that being the same Lenora who was the gym leader of Nacrene City, and of course gave Khronen his very first starter Pokemon, Snivy. Khronen always had a deep fascination with Pokemon, particularly their origins and powers, given the vast amount of Pokemon that there is in the world. However, from the stories he heard from kings and royalty in Unova, he developed a love for those type of Pokemon and had them in high regard. Khronen then embarked on his journey that took him through Unova, Kanto, Johto, Galar, and more. But of course, ultimately circling him back to Neous, where he asserted himself as one of the region's strongest trainers. Due to his knowledge and strength, this made him an absolute unit when it came to recovery for the region, as he was one that witnessed the impact of Planova during this event. But also during this same event, he also saw Calyrex and how it helped save the region. Khronen admired the seemingly weakened King State Pokemon, which was selfless in helping push back Planova, which over time led the two to working together to create a better future for all in Neous. Now of course, as you step into the Champion's Chamber, Khronen will stand before you, holding a Pokeball in hand, ready to commence the ultimate battle of the Pokemon League.
Brace yourself, I don't need to hold back anymore. The time is now!
Khronen's diverse team showcases Pokemon from numerous adventures, each embodying themes of royalty, status, and protection. In his rotation, Khronen features Pokemon like his starters, Superior and Ramjestic. Then regal Pokemon kings such as Tyrantrum and Neonian Arcanine. And of course, the legendary Calyrex. He also includes Pokemon with the king in their name, like Galarian Slowking, Slaking, Nidoking, and Kingdra. And he further boasts his team with noble knights like Gallade, Corviknight, and Cobalion. And of course, what is a team without the swift steeds of Glastrier, Spectrier, and Corrostrier? With all these Pokemon, it allows Khronen to be adapted for each challenger, being a true testament of the top power of the strongest trainer in Neous. Then after winning, Khronen, like many champions, will congratulate you on your victory. He'll then guide you over to the Hall of Fame to record your team and present you with the Neous League trophy as a final showcase of your victory, marking you, watching this video, as the official champion of Neous. Well, there you have it. After introducing the Neous region and creating content on Pokemon, characters like rivals, gym leaders in Elite Four, and the evil team, I'm thrilled to say we have completed my passion project, the Neous region. This marks the beginning of the next phase of my content, which will be unveiled in the upcoming Infamous Direct, so stay tuned and don't miss that. In the meantime, I wanted to say thank you guys for supporting the series, watching the videos, and being a part of this journey. Oh, and make sure to drop a comment and let me know your favorite Evil Team admin or Elite Four member. That all being said, I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you guys for watching, and bye!